Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lifestyle with Dr. Moby. I'm Dr. Moby, and let's welcome Stephanie Blondie Mankin.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
Thank you. Thank you for coming to our show. And I just want thank you. And I just want to tell audience that she is a professional MMA champion, fighter, right?
Correct.
Okay. So tell us about yourself. Tell us a little more to my audience about yourself. What do you do?
I pretty much am your typical MMA fighter, and I started 9 years old.
Wow. And how did you get inspired with fighting or boxing or
Anger management.
anger management? Okay. So was it present at age earlier than 9, or was that?
I was always into the extracurricular activities, the sports and whatnots. But for some reason, I took to the martial arts, and ever since then, it's just been off to the races.
Okay. And so tell me a little bit, was there any inspiration in the family, or were they too excited for you to see that you were into boxing? Like,
At first, they thought it was great because it was giving me the discipline and structure and everything they wanted it to instill in me. And then once it got further in, they weren't as thrilled at the idea of their child knocking someone out.
Okay. Now, it's not that you belong to a fighter family where everybody is into this sport, right?
I'm the only one in the family.
Oh, wow.
It was me.
Very good. Very good. So tell me also, like, what was the reaction when your parents or family first saw you? What was like that?
There was one instance where I finally got my mom to come watch, and from what I was told, she covered her eyes most of the time and left. And after I saw her, when everything was said and done, she told me, she said, "I will never watch again, but I will never worry again."
That's a good one. Also, tell me a little bit about, was it difficult that being, this sport is associated with certain sex versus not?
That was the biggest triumph, I think, that came out of this, was that I got to show that women could do anything, because men ruled the roost in this arena.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, people said women will never be a part. And my whole thing was, yes, we will.
And not only will, we can, which you showed already. So.
Can and have, yeah. I mean, to this day, they're still going.
Oh, wow. Good. Very good. So tell me, walk me through your regular routine when you wake up.
I wake up, I take lots of supplements because health is the most important. Diet, nutrition, do some business calls, networking, things of that nature. And by noon, I am getting ready for my pre-workout. And for about 4 to 5 hours, I train.
Wow. And how do you train? Do you do cardio? Do you weight lift? Or how do you do?
We try and mix it up. So it's called muscle memory. So I don't retain muscle memory. For example, today was a 7-mile run with shoulders and back incorporated.
Okay, very good. So is there a particular sequence which you follow, like train upper body, then this core, then, or is it pretty much what you like?
It's pretty much a mixture of everything, 5 days a week, just all different, so nothing gets memorized.
Okay, so you have to mix it up, right?
Right, because my muscles will memorize and then will stop doing what they're supposed to.
Oh, that's a good way. I've never heard that phrase before. So, but that is very good that you don't want to put it in the memory. You want muscle to get like
We want the
something.
confusion.
Yeah, fusion. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, tell me a little bit about. You said you do take a lot of protein and supplements.
Yes.
Okay. So diet is the important component. So are there any foods which you try to avoid?
It's funny. I always allow myself a cheat day
Okay.
because if you don't, you'll lose it and then it's over.
So you keep you motivated with at least your regimen, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said, is that you keep yourself motivated?
With food?
Yeah.
No. It, ironically enough, food doesn't make or break me.
Okay. So, but like you said, you do have a cheat day. So because you do
Yes.
the cheat day, it uh, kind of spice up a little bit of your kind of routine, right?
You can go the whole week and you'll just crave maybe a bag of chips or something sweet, and you'll push yourself and know that, on that Sunday, hey, I'm going to get to sit down. I don't have to worry about training, and I'm just going to have some chips and watch a show.
Okay, very good. So tell me, what is your cheat food? Is that chocolate, sweets, or anything?
Lately, it's been a bit of salty chips and some dark chocolate.
Okay. So chocolate is. And what about ice cream?
I'm not a fan.
Okay, not a fan. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what happens if you indulge more into cheat. Then do you counter it with more exercise, or what do you do?
Over the years, and it's just, I don't know if it's my body, everybody's body acts differently. There have been days where I've just eaten whatever I felt,
Mhm,
and I've still just continued with my regular training. There's been no impact. So I'm very fortunate with that.
mhm. Okay, so tell me, who is your inspiration with your fighting?
I know it's going to sound corny. My mother.
Oh, but she is not into fighting.
As much as she's not into it, watching her being a strong, independent woman and paving her path showed me that I could do this and pave it and continue it.
Okay, so you're saying that you not only fight physically, you fight with mind and emotions too.
I think if you don't use your mind, you can't use your body.
That is true. But in the past, all the athletes used to focus on just bodybuilding. But now they are getting more and more smarter on their approach. They need to rest their body. They need to think mentally how to win the fight, not actually do physical.
That a lot of people just think physical, physical. They don't realize the mental.
Mm,
It takes a toll on you, and there's also the reward of it.
mm.
So you need to learn the balance. There's a balance in there.
Okay. So tell me also, before fight, what are things you pay attention to? Is that sleep? Is it better eating night before, or is it watching a good movie, or how do you prepare?
I'll isolate myself just
Okay.
so I can be in my own space.
Hmm.
Um, it's just a matter of quiet and knowing your mind's at ease. So you go into the fight knowing what you're about to do.
Okay. And you are not. Do you study your opponent? Do you watch the video?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So you watch the video, and then do you read the social post, or you don't care really?
I try not to. I'm not big on social media for the fact that everybody's going to say what they want, whether it be true or false.
Uh,
So I don't want any form of negative energy near me. So I just kind of don't mess with it.
Okay, so you keep the positivity. So is there also do you do any yoga to relaxation exercise? Do you do any meditation, anything?
My business partner is trying to get me into meditation and all that kind of stuff now.
Okay, so okay, very good, very good. So that,
But
but when you talk about positive energy and negatives, maybe I thought maybe you are paying attention to that.
I'm very big. If someone's energy is off, I try and just, separate myself from it. I want everyone around me I keep as positive. My team, everyone is just always positive and upbeat.
Upbeat, yeah, yeah. So tell me also about, do you make sure you sleep enough hours? Do you follow your schedule?
Would I like to sleep more? Absolutely. Um, I try and get sleep. Sometimes the brain just doesn't allow for it.
Okay. And what are the minimums? Do you get up on time, or your sleep schedule changes a lot?
I try and go to bed around 10 and
Mhm.
just relax and watch some shows. And I try and get myself to sleep by midnight. This way I'm up and I can at least get maybe 6 hours if I'm lucky.
Okay. So that is important because for your health reason. Now sometimes the sleep time can vary, the time you go to bed, but waking up, if you fix that by 45 minutes, then it helps you, because I can tell you, being a sleep doctor, I can tell you, if you maintain that, there's a good chance that you're not going to get worse, because a lot of people do is called social jet lagging. So they party on weekend, and they want Monday, they want back, but that does not happen. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the past couple of weeks, I've had those instances where I've been out late, as you can tell by my voice, where I
uh,
kind of overdid it, but it happens.
yeah. No, what I'm saying is, sometimes it happens, it's okay, but if you make a routine, then it's worse.
No,
Yeah.
when it comes to discipline, I think that's where I got lucky, where
Okay.
it was instilled.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. No, this, we're not talking about, once a while you go and maybe you want to have a time off and you want to enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. It is, what counts is in 1 month or 1 year, how many times did you do, or. So overall, if you remain on some kind of discipline, it helps your body, because, as you know, your body has clock. Each cell, each part in the brain, every part of your body is regulated. There are hormones secreted, and then they all secrete, and then body functions on perfectly on a clock. And then if we mess this clock outside, then the inside clock also gets messed up. So then there are a lot of problems to get back to normal. So I see a lot of athletes too. We, as you know, like NFL, when they are playing in Europe, they train them 2 weeks before in the same time zone. Okay, because they don't want them to go there and mess up the internal clock and they lose the game.
I can't speak for other athletes, but I can say that my body knows,
Mhm.
when it's time to eat, when it's time for the protein, when it's time to rest.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. Yes, body is on a rhythm, and
Yeah.
that is true. Everybody is different, so your rhythm is totally different, than is unique to you.
Yes.
Everybody has a unique rhythm, and that is good thing, is you're paying attention to your body, not listening to outside. So that's why we always say, listen to your body. If you feel you're getting sicker or not feeling good, it doesn't matter what everybody says, then then you are sick. Okay. So
Yeah, no, the
that's
body definitely lets me know when something's up.
but yeah, so that is very good that you also tell me, how do you keep yourself motivated? I know one thing you told me, you keep positive energy around you, but what else motivates you?
There's always just been something in me, like when I'm running, or you're at that point where you're ready to burn out from lifting the weights or swinging at the bag. I just think what I've accomplished and what I want to accomplish, and there's just a driving force. I can't explain it. It's just in me. and I powered through, and it's like, okay, bring it on. Bring on the next challenge for the next day, as sore as I am.
Wow. So you find if it's more challenging, it kind of motivates you more.
Yeah. I'm the person that, if you tell me I can't do it, I'm going to go do it.
Hmm. So also tell me which fight was difficult one, any in particular?
I don't I don't want to say they were difficult.
Mhm.
I mean, there's been fights where I felt guilty,
Eh, Okay, you beat them heck out of them. Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's I never in my wildest dreams when I was younger said I'm going to be an MMA fighter or a boxer or anything. It just happened to flow this way in my life.
Mm,
So I ran with it.
okay. And is your profession creating any problem for you in your social life or private life?
My private life, yes. My
Okay.
social life, people are always intrigued. There's always that bit of, oh, whoa, you do what? Like, okay. So it can be a little tough when you're just trying to hang out with the friends at the bar or just, do girls' night.
Okay, so the girls' night, so they are afraid that that they might once they hear, oh, we are
It's the people approaching, they get excited, they want to know.
Mm.
You lose your privacy in life.
Yeah, when you're famous, sure.
But, after all this time, you learn to just roll with it. I try to be as polite as I can. There are times that, you're in conversation with your friends and you kind of want those moments for yourself.
That's true. So
So,
you don't want paparazzi following you and taking pictures, and then yeah,
this,
mhm.
did I sign up for it? Yes, it comes with the package. But I feel that there are times where, the media, everyone should know private time, like back off.
That's true. So tell me, when you say you have girls' night out or friends' night out, what do you have like a close circle of friends you really want to see, or is that non-existent?
Depending on what state I'm in, I have like core groups of friends that I have to hang with. Like that energy in itself, just being with them keeps me going. Their
Okay,
enthusiasm about me keeps me going.
okay. So you have wherever you go, you have few which you want to hang up.
Right there's always a circle that
Circle.
I know is like the safe zone to go and be with.
Okay, and that is good. So if you know your safety limits, then now are you more into experimenting different foods, or if you travel, would you eat something different or no?
When I try, TSA probably hates me, but when I travel, there's at least one suitcase filled with food, protein, supplements if hotels can't provide them. So,
No, like let's say if you travel to New Orleans and you want to taste their food,
oh, I allow it.
you allow it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not so extreme that it affects me mentally because then it's just going to backfire.
Okay.
A
So
taste
you
of this and that really doesn't hurt.
but if it's are you too experimental with food too? Like you really like I eat every other day different food. I experiment one item differently. Do you do that or do you keep your routine?
At least 5 days a week, my meals are all set in stone.
Like very good, very good. And also, do you like cooking or no?
I used to. I went to college for culinary.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know how I could tell, but okay. So what's your favorite?
Oh wow. I'm a picky eater. That's the thing. Like I'm so used to being on the regimented. Give me seafood any day of the week. Like that, I'm happy with.
Okay. Is there any particular fish or pretty much anything?
Shellfish.
Shellfish. Wow. So and what was your favorite food to cook? You said you learned cooking too.
Actually, I was more into the pastry end. I
Oh,
enjoyed.
wow, very nice.
So yeah.
So more into baking and pastry, right? Okay. So also tell me, do you enjoy music or
I live for music. I can't train without it.
okay? And who is your favorite for training purposes or for listening?
So I stumbled upon an artist in the
Mhm.
UK, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce the name correctly, so nobody hold it against me, named Jess Glynn.
Uh-huh.
And it's not rap. I don't know what category it is, but the lyrics and just the melody and everything, it's motivational.
Oh, so you put it on and just keep practicing?
Right. Like if I'm on my run for 7 miles,
Uh,
I'll just, have a playlist of her music and off I go.
okay, Jess Glenn. Okay, I'll check out. I haven't heard it, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, she's
So,
not popular in the States, evidently.
okay, well, now you will make her popular for sure.
Well, hey, Jess Glenn, reach out. I'd love to speak to you about your lyrics.
Okay, cool, very cool. Okay, also, do you use also music to relax or just to pump up adrenaline?
I can't use music to relax. If you're referring to like evening time,
Mhm.
it's too stimulating.
Oh, okay. So yours
It
is
makes me want to get up and start training and moving and going.
okay. Wow. So that is like a reflex to actually. So your brain reads it to kind of pour
Yep.
more adrenaline. Okay.
Those two have made the connect. The fist and the music made a connection.
Right. Also, tell me a little bit. Do you enjoy travel or?
I do.
Mm,
I will be very honest. I hate packing.
mhm,
I am the worst packer ever. But
mhm,
once I get to my location, I love it. Learning, just absorbing other culture, like anything I can learn. I
mhm,
find it just great.
mhm, mhm. And how do you kind of relate with other cultures from food or mixing with people or listening to music or
I mean,
buildings?
last night I was out, not even gonna lie.
Okay.
And there was a gentleman that was Muslim, and we just got into conversation. And I found it fascinating the things he was saying. It
Hmm.
was great.
Yeah.
Meeting people, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, that's the stimulation for the brain to kind of know and kind of see there is other parts which we parts unknown, right? So also, so where do you see yourself in few months, year ahead?
I see myself taking my fist and using it for another purpose.
Not wrestling. Oh,
The mind's already started.
okay. Well, come to our show and share what it is.
Can't.
Okay. So when
But
you
I think I've gotten to that point in my life where my fist can be used for other purposes than just fighting.
okay, very good. So whatever you do, I know you will do very well. So
I'll make sure to get back to you if you don't catch it first.
okay, yes, I will track it. We will be tracking you. We'll put a tracker now, and we'll see what are you up to. But whatever you do, wish you best. And all I can say, a lot of people get inspired with the positive role model which you are, and people like to have these, because you are a role model for so many women also, and every man too. Everybody can follow positive heroes. Unfortunately, there are very few. They mostly are seen in movies. But real heroes are people don't appreciate, but they are real. So what you have done, you have a great name. Also, you do a phenomenal job. So people, you are inspiration for very young, and most of young ones, I see them, they're lost. They are on crossroad. They don't know which way to go. There are so many. It's like you have 500 channels and you don't know which channel to watch. So when I ask teenagers, what do you want to do? They say, I don't know. Gosh, I'll do this, 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 this. But and I know you won't reach anywhere if you have so many choices.
And I hope with what I've done, the biggest takeaway for women is to let them know they can do anything, not to limit themselves.
Yeah. So we should not, I think it was past when we had the, sexes do this, 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 and then male do this, 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 female does this, this, this. I think those lines are blurred now. So it's a open wherever you can do well or whatever your heart desires.
I think we're getting there.
Mm.
I think there's some people that are still needing to learn that it's an equal playing field.
Yeah, and when it is equal, unfortunately, there are people who are afraid that they will lose. So if we make equal field for men, women, and there are equal fields, actually, there should be. But some men get afraid that they will lose the edge. I don't know why.
There's always going to be someone out there.
Yeah. So because this is sad, but this is true. That's why if you see more a lot of people, especially females, they get less salary also.
And this is what needs to change.
Yeah.
The stigma kind of needs to be taken away.
Although they're doing same work, even better. So, but they get paid less.
It's crazy thinking we're in 2021.
Yeah, I mean, this is sad, but I think if you can, if with your stature, with your, celebrity status and all that, if you all, push that and say, no, this is wrong, then I'm sure it will open up a lot of better fields for a lot of other folks out there.
There are things to come.
Okay. Well, wish you best and keep us informed and take care. Any final thoughts or words or message you want to share?
My final thoughts would just be ladies, young children, young women, go for it. Whatever it is you're dreaming, go for it and you'll succeed and achieve it. There are no boundaries or limits in life.
Okay. Well, take care. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.